Hello, good morning for everyone. First of all, thank you very much for watching my video. And let me introduce myself. My name is Muhazir Eka Purnama. You can call me as Muhazir. Originally, I am from North Aceh. The name of city is Loksmawe. Currently, I am working in Qatar since 2012. I am happy working here because of peaceful country, but sometimes I miss my home country. Okay, let me try to summarize two audios from Personnel Assignment. Okay, now we will go for first audio. This lecture in a botany class discusses the concept of phyllotaxy, which refers to the arrangement of leaves on the plant stem. The main reason for the orderly arrangement of leaves is to ensure that each leaf receives maximum light exposure with minimal interference from other leaves. There are three types of leaf arrangement mentioned in the lecture. Leaves are arranged in a definite pattern. It's very unusual for a plant to have randomly placed leaves. One of the main reasons why the leaves on the plant stem are arranged an orderly way is to ensure that each leaf is exposed to the maximum amount of light with a minimum amount of interference from other leaves. The first type of leaf arrangement is the alternate arrangement. There are only leaves at each node and a node. By the way, is the spot where the leaf attached to the stem. The next type of the leaf arrangement is the opposite arrangement, which you can see in the diagram. In the type of leaf arrangement, there are two leaves at each node, and these two leaves are opposite each other on the stem. This type of leaf arrangement isn't common as an alternate arrangement with one leaf at each node. The last type of leaf arrangement that we are going to look at is called the whole leaf arrangement. This type of leaf arrangement is the least common of all. It isn't as common as either the opposite. Three or more leaves are attached to the stalk of the plant at the same node. In the diagram, you can see three leaves at the same node, but it's also possible for there to be more than three leaves at the same node, and the leaf arrangement will still be considered as whole arrangement. Okay, the last one, the lecture assigns the student to visit the university's botanical garden and find three examples of each leaf structure. The alternate arrangement is the most common and easiest to find, while the whole leaf arrangement is the rarest and will require more effort to locate. The lecturer also wants the student not to procrastinate on the assignment, as the botanical garden closes at sunset each day. The list of plants with their respective leaf structure are to be submitted on Friday. In summary, the lecture covers the concept of phyllotaxy and the three types of leaf arrangement: alternate, opposite, and whole leaf. Students are assigned to visit the botanical garden and find examples of each leaf structure, with a reminder not to delay assignment until the last minute. Hello, good morning everyone. Now I will talk about audio 2. Listen to discussion in geography class. Today we are discussing the formation of various mountain range around the world. What are some of the major mountain range? The Rockies and the Himalayas. What about in Europe, the Alps, and in the South America? I know it. It's the Andes. That's right, you got it. The major mountain chains are the Himalayas, the Rockies, the Alps, and the Andes. And we'll be discussing fusing them. For today, we'll also be discussing two smaller North American chains, the Appalachians and the Cascades, which do not rank among the world's tallest. The development of these two ranges, when compared with the development of the Himalayas, Rockies, and Hills and Alps, provide a clear overall picture of the evolutionary process of the development of the mountain range, showing that the mountain range of the world, the tall mountain range of today's world, were all formed within the last 100 million years. The Rocky Mountains began forming about 100 million years ago, and today comprise the 3,300-mile range. The Andes began forming about 65 million years ago through volcanic activity. The Andes are actually part of the volcanically active ring of the fire that encircle the Pacific Ocean. This range is more than 1,000 miles longer than the Rockies. The Alps and Himalayas are actually part of the same 7,000-mile mountain system. They began forming about 80 million years ago from the crushing action of the major tectonic plates. If you were asked to name the world major mountain range, you might not think of the Appalachians, as you can see that from the map. The Appalachians are a range of north-south mountains running in the earth part of North America. These mountains are actually far older than the major mountains range of today. The Himalayas, the Andes, the Alps, and the Rockies, and in all probability of the Appalachians used to be just as the big and majestic. The Appalachians began forming more than 400 million years ago, and we are completely formed 200 million years ago. That's more than 100 million years before the Rockies began forming. The Appalachians were formed during major collision of the North American plate with other of the world's great plates at their height. The Appalachians were a grand and impressive mountain range, perhaps rivaling the Himalayas of today over millions of years. However, these mountains have been eroded by the force of nature and no longer have the impressive height they used to. Now, before we wrap up for today, you can see from the map that the Cascades are in the western part of the North America. These mountains completed the rise from the sea scarcely a million years ago, are among the youngest of the world mountain ranges there. The volcanic mountains that are also part of the volcanically active ring of fire cycling the Pacific Ocean. Summarize of the topic. I will try to summarize of the topic. Some discussion about formation of mountain range. In geography class, the discussion revolves around the formation of various mountains ranges around the world. The major mountain ranges mentioned are the Rockies and Himalaya. Other significant mountain ranges include the Alps in Europe and the Andes in the South America. Additionally, two smaller mountain chains, the Appalachians and the Cascades, are discussed. The formation of Rocky Mountains began approximately 100 million years ago and extend over the distance of 3,300 miles. The Andes from a true volcanic activity are part of the volcanic ring of the fire encircling the Pacific Ocean are more than 1,000 miles longer than the Rockies. The Alps and the Himalayas are part of the same 7,000 miles mountain system, formed around 18 million years ago due to the collision of tectonic plates. While the Appalachian may not be commonly considered among the major mountain ranges today, they are actually much older. They began forming more than 400 million years ago and were fully formed 200 million years ago, predating the Rockies by over 100 million years. Over the time, the Appalachians have been eroded and no longer possess their former height and grandeur. The discussion concluded with information about the Cascade Mountain, located in the western part of the North America. These mountains completed their rise from the sea less than a million years ago and are among the youngest mountain ranges globally. They are volcanic mountains, part of volcanic ring of fire encircling the Pacific Ocean. Insight into the evolutionary processes involved in the development of mountain ranges worldwide. It emphasizes the relatively recent formation of the tallest mountain ranges and compares them to the older Appalachian mountain. Okay, that's it only from me. Audio number 2 and already done before audio number 1. Thank you.